Welcome, Group 2, 7th hour. You are at home today. I will see you tomorrow in class. It is Monday, September 28th. This is Ms. Sawyer for U.S. History. We're going to talk about the Bill of Rights today. You have this note sheet that you're doing that looks like, oh, that's not you guys. Where's you guys? This is you guys. Similar, but shorter. Okay, so it looks like this that you're going to be filling in some notes on. And feel free to pause this video as we go. A couple of notes. You'll be getting a paper study guide tomorrow, but you already had access to an electronic one from Friday's lesson. There's a fire drill tomorrow, first hour, just so you're aware. For a test on Friday, I'll have a 9 a.m. Zoom review if you want to play Kahoot or Gimkit with me just to review. 10 a.m. Will be an hour for individual questions if you want to check in and go over some stuff on the study guide. And then anytime on Friday, you can test on your own. And I'll have video instructions for that on Friday. So let's get started. On your Friday Flex Day assignment, you learned that a living document means one that you can change. And our Constitution is a living document. So you want to get rid of this. Getting confused. Oh, it says copy. That's what I'm confused. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. On your notes here, type in what a living document is, which means one that can be changed. And this is important for us because times change, views change. You know, the document may not be perfect. We want to add things. We want to take things away. And so it was important that we have things to change. However, it is extremely hard to change the Constitution to pass an amendment. And that's on purpose because you don't want to willy-nilly be able to change this very important document. But if it needs to be changed, it can change. And we call these changes amendments. So an amendment is a change or addition to the document. So you can put that in there. And there was some debate, but essentially the Founding Fathers felt that there needed to be stuff added. And so the first 10 amendments, there's 27 amendments we have for the Constitution so far. I thought my dog was doing something weird. The first 10 amendments are called the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. So that's what you want to put in here. Bill of Rights. First 10 amendments or first changes to the Constitution, and they were all passed at the same time and put in right away at the same time. So the difference between these is the Constitution really sets up the government, tells us about the three branches, how old you have to be president, that there's a House and there's a Senate and all that good stuff. They wanted to add the Bill of Rights because some of the Founding Fathers felt that there weren't really individual rights being protected. So it talked a lot about the government, but not about individuals and what the rights were for those individuals. And so that's really what the Bill of Rights was. So now you can pause my video. We'll write in Constitution versus Bill of Rights notes, what I just went over here. And then go ahead and watch this video number 2, this Bill of Rights video that kind of talks about how they got those Bill of Rights put into the Constitution. Sorry, that's my dog barking. And then tell me in general again, what are the Bill of Rights or what is the Bill of Rights? So go ahead and pause and watch this Bill of Rights video. All right. So when we look at primary sources, we can look backwards through time to find out what was happening at the time through primary sources. My husband's coming home from work on a Sunday night, and my dog thinks that he's a prowler. I don't know. My dog's growling. Just leave it alone. I don't know what's going on. So we can work backwards through these primary sources to find out what was happening at the time. So we're going to model this with this kid video. I love this kid video. It's 1.5 minutes. Watch this kid video. Watch it twice. It's pretty funny. So pause my video, watch the kid video, come back. Okay, so you watch the kid video, hopefully twice, because it's super funny. And these kids are making a rule, and we can tell what's happening in their life by the rules that they make. So for instance, one of the kids said the rule they would have recess all the time. So we could assume that in their life that that one kid is not getting enough recess. Or another kid said that they wanted candy all the time. Okay, so we could assume in their life that they don't get a lot of candy. So I want you to think about that video and come up with 3 other things that are happening in the kid's life based on the type of rules that they create. So you did that. We're going to do the same thing with the Bill of Rights. So those first 10 amendments, we can tell what was happening to the colonists or the founding fathers at the time by the rules that they made within the Bill of Rights. So let's open up this copy of Bill of Rights. The first paragraph is kind of the preamble, or just you don't have to read that. But then we have our amendments or our changes, 1 through 10, because that's the Bill of Rights. And so let's start. It's old-timey language, so be aware of that. So this first one says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. Okay, if they're saying that, they don't want the government to make one religion, then we could assume that at the time, the British government made the colonists be one religion or one type of religion. So that's what I put down for this one. Okay, so you're putting down what was happening to them at the time. Okay, let's do another one. Let's see. Let's do this. It says, Amendment 3, no soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house. That means be put in a house. So then I'm going to put here, the British made the colonists house soldiers. And they did. They made them house these soldiers who came over to, fight the colonists or put the colonists in their place. They made them house the soldiers, pay for their beer, pay for their food, pay for some of their clothing sometimes. And so when the colonists had the opportunities to start writing their own Bill of Rights or their own government, they made sure to put that in there because that's one of the things that was happening to them at the time. So we can tell a lot about what was happening to them at the time. So you're going to go through and your goal is to get 13 more. There's multiple, like the first amendment is, there's a lot in there. So you'll find like 4 or 5 things in there, but you can go anywhere in the Bill of Rights, what was happening to the colonists at the time, and you're going to shoot for 13. And you're going to need this for class tomorrow. Okay? All right. Email or Google chat with any questions. Have a great day.